Okay, so first we have to draw a rhombus with no right angles. So a rhombus has 4 sides of equal length, and the best way to draw the rhombus is first we need sides of equal length. So I'm going to make them all 1 inch. Okay. So first I'm going to draw a side of 1 inch. Okay. And then I'm going to draw another side of 1 inch, but I'm going to make sure that it doesn't make a right angle with the first side. Okay, so now I know I've got 2 sides that are the exact same length. They're 1 inch each, and this isn't going to be a right angle. Now, we know that all rhombuses are parallelograms. So I need to make a third side that has 2 properties. 1, it's exactly 1 inch, and 2, it's going to be parallel to this side. So we're not going to use any fancy tool for that. We're just going to make sure it looks parallel. So I'm going to go from the 11 inch to the 10 inch to make sure it's 1 inch, and I'm just going to make sure that it looks parallel. In this case, it looks close enough. And we're just going to understand it to be parallel. So that's 1 inch, and it's parallel to here. And then if I connect the other 2 sides, it should still be 1 inch, and it's going to be parallel to that side. When we do it, we can see that it is 1 inch, and it appears to be parallel. So now we've got a rhombus here where the sides, all the angles, I'm sorry, all the sides are all the exact same length. They're 1 inch each, and there's no right angles. Okay. We need a rectangle with not all the sides equal. So a rectangle is simply a parallelogram with 4 right angles. So we're going to make a side of length, let's say 2. And now I need a perpendicular side that's not the same length, so maybe we'll make one of length 1. And again, I'm just going to sort of eyeball that right angle there. You could use a set square if you had one. We just want that to be perpendicular there. Now we need the other 2 sides. The opposite needs to be the same. So we'll go up here. This needs to be parallel and 2 inches. And this one should be 1 inch, but we need to just connect. Okay? So there's a rectangle. It's got 4 right angles, 4 90-degree angles. And this, not all the sides are equal. These are 2 inches, and these are 1 inch. Okay. Rhombus with 1 right angle. So here's the trick on this one. We need to make a rhombus with 1 right angle, but in fact, if a rhombus has 1 right angle, it's going to have 4. But that's okay. We only need it with 1. So if it has 4, it has 1. It doesn't say exactly 1. It says that it has to have 1. So we're going to make a rhombus here. Again, we'll make the sides maybe 1 inch. Okay. Now I need another side with a right angle that also needs to be 1 inch. So I'm going to make it perpendicular and 1 inch. Okay. So now this is 1 inch and 1 inch, and I've got 1 right angle. Now I need this side to be parallel to this and the same length. So we're going to make it 1 inch and parallel. And we'll connect the other side, which also should be 1 inch and parallel to the opposite side. Okay, so now all of these sides are 1 inch, and therefore it is a rhombus. It does have 1 right angle, so we've met the requirement, rhombus with 1 right angle. It's going to turn out that all of these are going to be right angles, so this is indeed a square as well, but it is a rhombus with 1 right angle. And last, we need a rectangle with all the sides equal. So it needs to look like this, but it needs to have all the sides equal. So again, I'm going to make them, let's say, 2 inches. It needs to be perpendicular here and also be 2 inches. So it's going to look like this. So now we're starting to make a rectangle because we've got the right angle. We'll come here and do 2 inches. Again, the rectangle needs to have all 90-degree angles. So this needs to be a right angle as well. And coming down the other side should be 2 inches, and it is. So now I've got a rectangle with all 4 sides 2 inches. And again, this is also a square, but it meets the requirements. It's a rectangle with all the sides equal. And for our next video, we'll be answering these questions down here, but we're gonna it'll be in the next video.